Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your guy, Professor O, coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass. I'm around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today, I want to talk about you are your biggest fan. Golly, do I even need a fan right now? It is hot than I don't know where you at, whoever watches that, but here in New York right now, it's hot than I don't even know what. To the point that you just hiding in the shade, just looking like you peeping outside, like you got beef with the sun. Like, damn, that motherfucker's still outside. I gotta wait. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today, I'm talking about you are your biggest fan, meaning you are your greatest supporter. You are your greatest backbone. You are the one that has to do the support. Of course, God will always provide. Don't ever get it twisted. God will always provide. Always make sure you got a way. Always make sure there's a path for you to take, etc. and so forth. However, you have to have that faith. So He's given all the tools, everything necessary for you to activate into the grace. But what I'm here to tell you is that once you understand, you start believing in yourself, you start understanding that God will always provide for you because God wants you to believe in yourself. Literally. The more you believe in God, the more you believe in yourself. Literally. It's very, very beautiful. Anyway, I digress. Anyhow, let's get down to this round now. I got the handy dandy notebook in the spot. Don't make it hot. Who writes the script? Clearly, your boy still does. Don't hate me because you ain't me. Maybe you need to meditate or levitate, never deviate or devastate. Always appreciate. Can you dig what I'm saying? I think you can. All right, let's get down to this round now. You're your biggest support system and admirer. And I need you to really understand that. Once you become that, once you understand exactly as I'm saying and what I'm saying, then you'll start becoming your greatest admirer, your greatest support system, your greatest fan, your greatest cheerleader even. So, all right, you literally are. It starts with you. It literally does. Now, you may have others out there who do support you. You may have others out there who have secret, their admiration for you, secret admirers, support systems, whatever the case may be. They exist. They're out there. Some of them are known, some of them not. Of course, you have haters, etc. So forth, all of that. But what I'm here to say is, it starts with you. You are your greatest support system, and you can also be your greatest hater. You are your greatest critic. You are your greatest obstacle as well as your greatest support. God will always assist you. And trust me, when God assists you, it's always the greatest assist. But it has to start with you. You have to be able to want to do it. You can have all the faith. You can have it all. Putting that one foot in front of the other is when it starts to activate. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. So move with intention, right? I digress. Watch how you speak to yourself. Self-talk is subconscious seed planting. So plant good things and not evil futures. And what I mean by that is that this is for those, who are very hard on themselves, you know what I mean? Like they may mess up, they may slip, they may stumble, whatever the case may be. And they're very hard. They be like, oh man, how can I be so stupid? Oh man, I'm so slow. Oh man, I really need to. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now, I'm saying this because I was a victim of that myself. Like literally, especially during my sit down time. Like when I was sat down for those amount of years, etc. so forth, it wasn't a good thing. Like it really wasn't a good thing at all. But in that time, I was very hard on myself. And what I was focusing on at that time was reading, learning, and exercising. And during my exercising point, like I wanted to always hit a milestone. I was coming to a point in time when I was doing 2,500 push-ups, 2,500 squats, 100, not even 100, like I was gonna say 100,000, but close to maybe like 3,500 pull-ups. But I kind of lessened it because I started getting too sore and it wasn't enough time for rec, whatever the case may be. So I lowered it to 1,000. So I was literally doing like when I hit that was like at max. But when I was averaging or every day for like, Monday to Friday with it was like literally 2,000 push-ups, 2,000 squats, and 1,000 pull-ups every day. And I think on about 100 lunges, it was just a lot. I was just really making sure I stuck to this strict curriculum because at the same time, I owed myself. And that's such a beautiful trait. I wanted to discipline myself. I wanted to stay consistent. And that was something that I really needed to do for me. Why? Because consistency for me, that was something that I lacked. I was always able to show up when necessary, but sometimes when it was crunch time or whatever the case may be, I may have fell short. And that's only because I wasn't being applicable on an everyday basis. But if I'm always applicable on every single day, then there's no such thing as crunch time. There's no such thing as at a peak moment because every day is peak. Every day you're at optimal. You know what I mean? So that's how I started to look at it at that point in time. But then I was really going hard, and then you really you know, like I wasn't believing in rest, and then I wasn't believing in operating from rest, which is such a astronomical attribute that I literally tell everybody to apply. Like, make that applicable to your everyday life. Make sure you get your rest. Make sure from whatever you do, you only could operate properly if you have rested. Even God rested on the seventh day. So if God, the creator of all things, the most high, creator of life, all life, all the great things, he created it all. If he even took the time to rest, what makes you think you can outdo that? You know what I'm saying? So this always make that applicable as well. So I did that, and then I started getting way more benefits from it. But I was always trying to make sure I was always consistent, because I thought about it. I was like, all right, if I'm always showing up, if I'm showing up every single day at the time that I wake up, God has blessed me with another day, and I'm able to make it happen, and I'm able to make things cool, and I'm able to be so sexy as I'm always am. If I'm able to do that 100% every single day at whatever that I do, then there's no such thing as crunch time. There's no such thing as, oh, it's time to put on. There's no such thing. I'm already optimum at all times. I'm here at all times. I'm present. So it's, you know what I mean? And then it was keeping that consistency, making that constant at all times. So it was just one of those things I wanted to make more applicable. So I advise you, do the same. And also, don't be so hard on yourself if you do fall short on those days. Because remember, you're refining yourself. It's all about refinement, because when you're doing it, it becomes natural. It becomes normal. Remember, your normal is not someone else's normal. And I need you to understand that. I'm going to make strange things that exist. And there's some very things that, from people looking at me on my day-to-day, that's normal for me, it isn't normal for the next individual. They're probably looking at mine, they're like, yo, this dude is like, whoa, whatever the case may be. And then there's others probably looking at me like, damn, that's all you're doing? So it's like, you know, it's perspective and it's opinion, which is fine. But what I'm here to say is, don't ever fall short, but don't ever feel bad if you do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be disciplined, be strict to yourself, but also hold yourself accountable to your situation, but also be understanding. Because when you're planting these subconscious seeds, remember, how you talk to yourself is how you talk to your subconscious. Your subconsciousness is eating that up and it's believing it. Remember, your subconscious is very, 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 very childlike. And it's very, very powerful, because it's the one that's operating autonomously. It's the one that's providing a lot of this aha moments you can possibly get. So if you're planting evil futures like, oh, I'm so stupid, oh, how can I fall short, oh, when am I ever going to get it, etc., so forth, not only are you putting yourself in a state of anxiety, you're bad mouthing yourself, so now your confidence will be lowering. You may not even feel it then, but it's chipping, consistently chipping, because you're planting those seeds. And then when other things around you in your future or in your environment is not complimenting, but it's adhering to the evil seeds that you planted, then it'll become more, it's watering it. You know what I mean? So you don't want to, you just got to be like, oh man, I fell short today. All right, why did I fall short? How come that? What happened? Was there anything that I could have did better? And if you could do better, do it. And if not, then sometimes it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You got to accept that. And that's the beautiful part about accepting it all. You never fail if you did everything that you could do. Failure doesn't exist. You showed up, you did your best, it is what it is. Period. I digress. You know I'm long-winded. Let's get down to this round now. Others will not care about the effort it takes, but will be there for the outcome, whether good or bad. And I mean that. People don't give a damn about what you go through. They just care about what they see. Simple as that. And I'm really like that too, because literally, when I'm listening to music or artists, and this is a great artist and I like the music, I don't really care what they've been through to make the art. I just want to see the art. Like, that was just, you know, I just want to, like, wow, that was really great. That was amazing. I don't really care what you've been through. I don't care how you got to that point. But once you create this masterpiece, I'm all there for it. And you got to also realize that's how everyone kind of actually acts. Like, unless they're your support system, then they're there for the story and not just there for the glory. But majority and general public and stuff like that, no one don't give a damn. Yo, did you do it yet? That's what they want to see. If you did it, you did it. It's merit. What are you doing? Sex and so forth. Now, I'm not ever telling you to go live for anyone else's opinion, but if you are expecting that type of validation, understand that that's just what that's about. So understand, nobody cares about the story, but they care about the glory. Only you care about the story, and you care about the glory because you understood what it took to get to that glory point. Period. I'll leave it like that. Why would anybody want to support you if you don't support yourself? Literally. And that's what, going back to self, that's why you're your biggest fan, you're your biggest supporter, you're the biggest backbone. Why? Because at the same time, no one cares about what you go through. No one cares. And if you expect somebody to support you when you're not even supporting yourself, then you're not even giving them an example to believe in. Lead it by example, by believing yourself. No one can ever tell me that I'm not sexy. I know I am. And if you think otherwise, well, that's just your opinion. But the fact is that I'm sexy. I digress. I'll leave it at that. Everybody loved the glory, but cared not for the story. I just said that. And you already know. I'm not going to get into that. It's exactly as it says. And again, is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Again, this message for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, efficient, self-efficient, the one that's always doing it and never losing it, that's growing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, do good, see good. When it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side because they know that I'm sexy. You dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys in the next video.